Okay, where are we? Very good. Welcome to another video. This one is back to Derail Valley. Let's gather my things here. Derail Valley, arguably one of the best games that I have ever acquired. Oh, for Pete's sake, best games I've ever acquired. It's brilliant. It's marvelous, and so the Okay. So what are we doing? We have hooked up. Where are we? Let's get my lantern out here. We've hooked up a DH4 670 to a fairly long consist of gasoline. Just over 500 tons. Now we can carry with a DH4 up to 600 tons. With a 2% gradient on dry weather. Now, this consist of gasoline we are taking from the oil refinery down to the harbour. Now, this is a long trip. So we're going here, we go left, down through the Forestry Central, left again, right, left, left, right, left. It's a long way, and to, hang on. But it is, no, it's not this. Here we go. It is worth $49,733. Hazmat 2, Long 2, Fragile 1. So it's a very fragile, extremely dangerous. Load. So what we'll do is, I've got everything set. Let's check the weather. It is presently midnight. So midnight, 12 o'clock, 3 a.m., 6 a.m., 9 p.m. The whole next day is dry. No rain. So we're going to do a night run. Because it's dry and I'm not going to sleep. Now we've got to bring it into Harbour and Town. It's going to be E91. Let's have a look. Harbour and Town. We're going to be coming in that direction. So we're going to want to go left, 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 left. Right, 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 left. E91. That's an ingress point, so hopefully that should actually be pretty clear. So we're at the oil refinery now, isn't that glorious? Yep, that's all recording okay. Just checking the recording's working. Let's go. Oops. Start this puppy up. Hang on, just gotta get my myself organized here. Looks like we still have something. Yeah, it's probably the one all the way down this end. Is probably still. Oh no, not you. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. What's locked then? No, there's the handbrakes of all these are off. Yeah, okay. I don't want to waste any more time here. Ah. Alrighty. Shut the door. Let us get going. Now, hopefully, we don't have any 3% plus grades. Put the red lights on. Whoops. There we go. We are now departing. Shut the window so we get a bit of peace and quiet. Where are we? Oil well central. No, oil well, oil refinery. So here we're going to want to go left. Yep, I just had to fix that. Yep, that's fine. This is going to be an interesting trip actually, because we are taking pretty much close to the maximum weight that this particular engine, this particular power unit can take. So, there is every possibility that we are going to crash and explode in a ravine. It's actually been a while since I've done a trip from point A to point B in this. The last few times I've been in this game, there's been a lot of shunting. Done quite a lot of shunting in this oil refinery, which is an absolute bucket load of fun. It's just a fantastic environment to do work in, actually. Lots of crossover rails, lots of switching, lots of moving units from one side to the other, getting them out of the way, so on and so forth. Absolutely a real lot of fun working in the oil refinery, I got to say. That's what I like about this game, is that you'll find you take a consist from one point to another, and then all of a sudden you find yourself in a location for just a few days, just working at that spot. So now, as I'm leaving the oil refinery, I kind of feel like I'm sort of leaving a little bit of a home. It's weird. It's a sort of an interesting feeling of like, I've grown to know the oil refinery, and now I'm heading off on another journey back to the harbour. Let's put the lights on high beam. It's going to be -1, so we certainly didn't. We're going down on a negative gradient here, so we do not need to see. Look at all that gasoline I'm pulling. Oh my god, I'm actually quite nervous about this. Can probably put this into neutral now. Save fuel anyway. There's not much to repair and basically refuel at the oil refinery. You've got a refueling station and water for steam. There's nowhere to basically repair. I'm going to be using the dynamic brake quite a lot on this trip, I expect. Coming up to 30, what is it, 30 kph? 50, the 5 denotes 50. The little upward pointing arrow indicates that the next speed point is going to be higher. So we can go up to 50 now, and then we can go probably higher shortly. And if we look at the map, we can, in fact, it shows us where we are. It's quite a long stretch. We're going to be going through the forestry central. Okay, see, that's 80. But there's a downward pointing arrow, which denotes the fact that we're going to be slowing down by the next block, I suppose you could say. So I'm not going to... We've got 70 minutes, an hour and 10 minutes to get this done. So I do not plan to rush this. Like I say, we're carrying over 500 tons, 528 tons of hazardous 2, fragile 1 gasoline. I think there's 12, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, somewhere in the region of a dozen tank cars behind us. I would have preferred to take 2 coupled engines, but I've just got the one here. Now here we're going to need to go to the left. Applying dynamic brake just to keep ourselves under control and potentially slam it on a little bit harder just to bring it down. Temperature's going to rise up as it does. Far out. That's going the wrong way. $40. Holy crap. That was close. I don't know why that was the wrong way. I'm pretty sure that I had checked all my points before leaving. We are now going uphill. We've just got to get it through here. Plus 1.3, 60 is the max. Temperature's starting to go up. That's okay. 30 is the max through here, so that's fine. Let's just double check to make sure we're going the right way. We are. Temperature's pretty high, but the fan's blowing to keep it cool. Like I say, this is going to be a challenge, this one. Given the power that we've got pulling this. We are going to burn a lot of fuel to maintain. So I'm not happy with the way that panned out, as a matter of fact. We should have had that point set, and I don't know why. leveling out now, so we don't need to push quite as hard. The forestry. I remember the forestry has got some quite steep inclines into it and out of it. Here we go. So it should be coming through. Jesus. Okay, I think we should be good as long as the central line is clear, which it looks like it is. Torch out the window. The lantern, I should say. Let's put this over here. Alright, okay, so... away. Now, what do we got coming up here? We're going to blend into... There's another track here. Yep, okay. 30 through here, so we can't really go too fast, but it's going to be uphill, so we need to crank in the engine. Close the window up again. Like we say, we should be able to carry up to 600 tons on a plus 2% gradient. So it's gonna struggle, but we should be able to do it. Cooling fan kicks in. We're holding at 20. Temperature is still going up. That gradient is plus 0.7. Oh, I missed the speed. What was the speed on that? It's too busy trying to look at the grade. I don't think the speed limit really matters. We're struggling to hold 20 kph. But it should be leveling off a little bit now. Okay. Again, the temperature's okay. But we are burning a lot to keep the fan on. It's quite slow through here anyway, I think, because it's quite windy. What's that? What's the house? Oh, what's the speed? 60. It's good to know. Like I say, not that we're okay, just gonna ease off. Oh. Losing a bit of ground here. The slope here is plus 0.6, so just a little bit uphill, but that's alright. Looks like the sun is maybe starting to come up. Torch battery's flat. Now the next turn that we're going to want to do is to the left. Plus 1.7. Not far away, actually. Oh, so once again, I'm going to presume that it's... I've got a the remote switcher unit that I can wire up to the cab. I haven't done it because I'm waiting until I refurb and restore one of my own engines, actually, before I start installing things, because if you install various components that you can into a cab, and if it's not one that you, if it's one that you don't own, okay, left, that's good. If it's one that you do not own, then it disconnects everything after you. Oh, hello. Holy moly, -3. We can switch that back completely off. We do know we're going to be needing to ride the brake now. I think that was 70 through here. Hang on. 40. Damn. That was... Yeah. Okay, so that's why you got to really keep on the ball here, because we just came around the corner and that was instantly 40 kilometers per hour on that turn, and we were doing about 45. The dynamic brake was not ready for that. So we've got the farm here, I think. Yep, it's the farm. Give it a little toot. I think that's the steel mill over there. Yeah, it's a steel mill straight ahead. Okay, 70. Still no power because we're on a downhill slide. 60. Now the next one should be a right-hand turn. Leveling off, 90, 60. Because I don't trust it. Yep, that's right hand. Good. We'll just keep it at 30 because I'm expecting on the turn here that we're going to have to go a bit slower. So probably around about 30 actually. Right hand is 50. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, got an uphill slope, so let's get some power up. Oh, yeah. She is struggling. Wow, what was the slope here? We are dropping our speed down to 6.5. Oh my goodness. The slope here is not that... We're getting wheel slip. Oh yeah, this is tough. Temperature is too high. Temperature's coming back down again, and we're holding 5 kilometers per hour, so that's fine. As long as we're moving forward, that's the key. Once we stop, then we're in real trouble. Here we go, here she comes. Come on, girl. Here she goes. Okay, temperature's come down now, so we can... I'm going to bring up the power a bit more again. Speed is climbing back up to 9 kilometers per hour, so that's not too bad. Next turn is going to be a left. Come on, girl. That's it. Like I say, it was this was kind of just on the maximum that this power can pull up on the slope. I'd like to have had 2 engines, but here we are, plus 1.3. I mean, we can do that. We're not going to make 80 kilometers per hour, I can tell you that much. Okay, I'm going to crank it. Get some speed here. Put some sand on. Temperatures are getting very high. I just wanted to get a little bit of extra forward momentum going here. That's alright, we're up to nearly 20 kilometers per hour now, so that's pretty good. Temperature's coming back down to out of the orange. Yeah, we're going to need some pretty decent repairs on this unit when we get there, some good maintenance. This thing's struggling. As expected, this is always a difficult part to get out through from here, from this stretch between the steel mill / farm southwards. There we go, we're at 20. It is picking up speed. It's picking up speed. That's good. Okay, now here we want to go left, definitely. Ah, dawn. Dawn is breaking. Nice. We'll get to see some... the weather should be good. It might actually get a bit foggy. Okay, that's good. Left, that's what we want. Come on. Let's go a bit faster. Put a bit more power in. Ease off. Okay. 50 kilometers an hour. Lucky if we can make 25. And we have a plus 0.9 slope. So we continue to go up the elevation. Next one will be to the left, and then to the left. We want to keep going to the left, basically. We do not want to go right. Right will take us freaking God only knows where. Left and then left. Pretty sure. Yep, that's good. Okay, now we're going to be going downhill with a downhill slope of -0.5. Whew, we can let the engine just relax for a moment, you know what I mean? Cool off for a bit. That was tough. And left ahead, that's good. Ah, lovely, lovely dawn. Now to the left, it's... Oh, I can open up the window, just enjoy some fresh air. Left again, and speed of 70. So what are we just going to do now is we're just going to let it roll. Yep. Then the next one that we're going to want is to the right. Actually put a little bit of gas in. I thought it was downhill. Well, the brakes are off, aren't they? Yep. 80. So now we've got a fairly good straight stretch here. Can make up some time. Make up some speed. .100 kilometers per hour. Let's go. Now we've got, yep, the next will be a right turn and then a left turn. Lovely. Some nice sun rays coming through. I think some fog was forecast actually. 120 kph. We're making 40 barely. Even though I thought this was a bit of a downhill, so we should be... we should be cruising along very comfortably. Off a bit. What have we got here? That's 80 kph. If it's just a single figure, like 8, you just add a 0. That's how the speed signs are in this. 8 means 80, 10 means 100, and so on and so forth. I'm gonna ease off again. I mean, we're going 40. That's about as fast as we can go presently. The landscape is just magnificent. It's so immersive. The sun rays just breaking through there, through the cloud. Absolutely glorious. Let's bring up the speed again, 70. Bring up the throttle, I should say. This is probably about as fast as we're going to be able to go, actually, at the present time. Okay. Oh. Marvelous. 80. Don't need the lights on quite so much at the moment because the sun's coming up. I'll leave the cab lights on. Now we'll go around the corner. Then it will be a right-hand turn. Off. Ooh. Here we go. I'm going to get ready to just activate the... I'll put in the dynamic... Oh, it looks like the dynamic brake you can't use when you've got the throttle on. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Okay, right-hand turn. Yep, that's right. That's good. 60 to the right, 40 to the left. So 60 to the right is okay. Negative 1.1. $60 is the max. We're not too far away. So we're now going downhill quite comfortably, so we just got to watch that speed. I want to keep us at 40 because we've got some corners coming up. Which, yep, that's 40. Yeah, I kind of remembered that. We're holding at 40, so that's fine. $70. $60. Next turn will be a left-hand turn. Switch off the brakes. Isn't it amazing? This is such an amazing game. Oh, 50. Get the brakes ready, just to hold us between 40 to 50. 50 is the maximum through here. Look at that. I mean, gosh. $60 is the maximum. But then it goes down, so we'll keep it on. And the next turn is, like I said, left. And then we'll be coming in pretty much to the harbour. And E9I. 40 through here, so we had to be on that. That's good. Yeah, this is where we bring the actual brakes in. Okay, 35, that's good. 80. With a slope of minus 1.5. So that's fine. 70. We're not too far. I can see the harbour up ahead. That's the harbour. Put in the dynamic brake again. Hold it. 60 speed. But I'm going to want to make sure. Yep, left. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's good. Left. $40K through here. Let's bring it back. Holy moly. Dynamic brake off. Main brakes off. Here we go. We're coming into the harbour. We pretty much rode that some of those speeds on the wire. 60. There we go. Good morning, Harbour Town. Let's get some nice harbour air. Fantastic. So we're still on a downward slope here, so we can't take our eye off the ball just yet. 40 kph. Yeah, we've got to slam the brakes on here for the whole train. It's the last downward glide into town. Yeah, we're going to need E9I. This should be a left-hand turn. Bring it down to about 30 or 20 or 30 as we come through here. Third, 40 is the limit through here, that's fine. Greetings all. We can start switching some of the lights off. Cab lights on. All right, now we just make sure that we continue. Right, left. Okay, according to that, we should be fine. Now what I'm going to do is, we have some steam trains here, so the next thing that I'm going to do is, I'm going to start learning some steam trains. Yeah, at the harbour. This is where I'm going to do my steam rail training. I have not tried the steam trains yet, and I am busting to use them. Diesels are a load of fun, but I cannot wait to try the steam trains. we need to come into E9I. And that's all we need to do, isn't it? So what I'll do is I'll probably drop this off, and then the next mission that I'll do will be to unload the gasoline. And then after that, once that's all done, then I'll do the repairs and refuels for this diesel, park it, and then yeah, then try some steam train action. Looks like we should be coming to E9I, which is the third from the right. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I set all the points to go through, and it should be clear, because I understand the 9s are oh, sorry, the eyes are always left open. Looks like we're good, actually. I think this is, yep, third from the right, E9I, that's it. Fantastic. So what we can do here is we can hop out, and then once it clears this sign, then we're pretty much in. Yep, last one coming in. Activate the brake. Yep, that's it. Handbrake on. Open the door. Now, I'll put on the handbrake here. Got to disconnect. Now we go and collect our money. I've got to get there. Don't waste any time, just in case. We're running short on time. Over to the office. Okay, did we get it? Ooh, yes. $74,599.50. Thank you, sir. So we did that in 49 minutes when we had 70 minutes. Well done. Thank you. So our wallet now has $353,000 in it. Now, our current fees is $9,600. So what we'll do is, just to finish off the video, finish off this particular mission, what I'll do is, oops, put this puppy back. Let's refuel. There we go, that's dropped off. So I've done our job. We've dropped off the gasoline. that will need to be unloaded, presumably, down at the port. Okay, we'll just stop here. Throw it into reverse. Brakes off. Just love the way you can move around. Just go and stand up here at the end. So much fun. Kind of hold on to that. It honestly is. It honestly, in VR, it feels like you're actually there. It's a bizarre feeling. It's just glorious. Let's go past some trucks. They're probably going to go to like the iron ore or the coal fields, I guess. That's probably their destination. They would presumably be quite a fragile load. Love how the oil tankers have got spilled oil around the, like, they just look really, they're very well weathered. See, I've got the remote control here. We can control it from here. We can go bring the throttle up. There's the port over there, so there's lots of loading and unloading going on down where by the ships are. One of the criticisms that I've seen of reviewers online of this game, of which there are very few criticisms, one of them is around that the towns are lifeless, and look, they are. They are lifeless. There's no argument against that. There's no people here. There's no cars. There's no movement. I am basically, it's an abandoned world. I mean, that is how it feels. It feels like it is totally abandoned. There is no one here except for me and my train, which is leveled as a criticism against this game by some reviewers. But actually, in a way, it's kind of a good thing, because, you know, it just doesn't distract. Like, here is the world for which you to operate your trains in without being bothered by other trains or other people or anything like that, which I can see would be potentially a bit of an impediment. That said, it would be good to have a little bit more life in the world. I guess that's something they'll be working towards. Hopefully the developers will be working towards that. I mean, this game has been out, I think, for about 5 or 6 years now. What they've done is just fantastic. It's just incredible. It's a really well thought out, rich world. Just needs a bit of life in it, I think. I don't disagree, and I think it would be good to have potentially the option to switch it on or off, or regulate the amount of life that's involved, or is added into this game. So you could be able to like dial up how much do you want it to be like this, where it's basically an abandoned world and you're the sole operator. Or would you like to have a lot of activity going on? See the way you can just smoothly like walk back up into the cab? That is one thing that I've found in this, is that the VR is extremely easy to use. It's one of the best VR games I've ever played. Just in terms of the intuitive nature, once you get used to it, it's incredibly intuitive. And you can just very easily move yourself around and actually do things. It becomes relatively second nature after not too long. Now we're going into the engine shed. Give it a little bit of a toot of the horn. You've got a bell as well if you want. Or a buzzer. Kind of gets annoying after a while though. But it's there. Oh, cabin fan. Yeah, you can switch the fan on. It's kind of cool. Doesn't really do anything though. Okay. I think this should. I think the turntables. I think they take you pretty much straight in to the RIP, or the repair in place station. See, there's a big old steam train there. Okay, let's see. Yes, that looks like it's got our refueling and everything there, I think. There it is. Okay, fantastic. What we're going to do is we're going to do that. Switch off all the power. That's it. Then we go out here. Grab the fuel. Hook her up. Whew, nearly $3,000 worth of fuel. Then some sand, because we use that. A fair bit of oil. Yep, wheels are going to need, the powertrain a bit. Oh, that's it. So, 5,200. That's not too bad. There we go. So that's all set. Now, let's just go back. Oops. Now we'll go back to the just make sure. Usually we've still got some fees left over. 177. Oh. Okay. All right, that'll do. 347,000. Now let's have a look at some. Oops. Licenses. So we've got most of the licenses now. We can buy concurrent orders 2. Yeah, I guess we could get that. S282. Now that's the other steam train. Let's get that one. Oops. Oh, you need to own concurrent orders 2. Okay. How much is that? 20,000. Okay, that's all right. Got so much money. When you find an ultra rare demonstrator variant of the vehicle rebraille, first steps towards restoring it. Let's start up the restoration. Yes, let's. Okay, so I can do that. Can do that. So, because I've still got now 277,000, which is good. Fantastic. All right. Well, that's that for today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed playing it. And yeah, I'll catch you next time. Okay. Bye.